Let's see if it'll focus. All you see is a big black lump. It's not focusing. Oh, what is that? What is that? Hi guys. So, I am doing an assignment for school. My draft is done. But now I get to work on the final draft, which honestly won't be that difficult. So, I'm not too worried about that. Since my draft is done, all I gotta do is fine-tune it, and then it's done. And then I can get on with my life. Then I can start recording more. Then I can start editing more. And then I can start, playing Super Mario 3D World more. Then I can start playing World of Warcraft even better. And, well, I already played a lot, because I'm able to do it. And then I can start recording other PC games, like... I'm thinking about doing like a Plants vs. Zombies thing. Because I love that game. Freaking NCS got me into it. Anyways, I've been drawing a lot of Kirbys. And I kind of want to show people how to draw Kirby who aren't really familiar with how to draw a Kirby like the way everyone else does. And I kind of perfected my style of Kirby really fast. Except that in some factors he kind of looks more eggish than circular. Because my circles are not perfect. But anyways, here, let's see if I can figure this out. Okay. So I'm going to be drawing T or G as Kirby's. And you see my beautiful finger shadows there. Basically, you start out with a circle, obviously. And Kirby is basically circles upon circles upon circles. So, let's see. You're going to be able to... So what I do... And it doesn't matter if it overlaps. It doesn't matter. You just erase it afterwards. And I actually have a better eraser than this. This eraser is for my large lines. I have a small eraser for smaller lines. And always draw light. That's the key to anything. Kirby's basically the only thing I can draw, by the way, because I'm kind of a bad artist. But everyone else seems to think I'm a good artist. But aren't all artists? Like, you can't even see what I'm doing. Sorry, the phone. I need to get a camera that like sits up on top so you can like see, but isn't obscured by the light. Otherwise I would do it that way. And look how blurry this is. It's so blurry. Can you? Okay, now you're able to see it a little bit better. Get out of their fingers. Anyways, okay. So this is going to be Chugs. I'm drawing T or G. I had this idea last night. In fact, I actually drew them all separately. Let me see if I can flip it. I drew them all separately, and I tweeted them to each of the Runaway guys. And the only one who actually saw it was Proton John, and he retweeted it, and that made me incredibly happy. This is John. It's on my Tumblr. And it's saying, "Shut the F up, Chugga." And then Chugga's down here, and he's looking at Proton John going, all it did was scream. And then here is NCS looking all happy-go-lucky. So happy, he's drinking his Coke, he's being happy. And I might actually add to that because I don't really know how to personify NCS. Other than, like, his quotes. Maybe I'll make, like, a bee around him and going, "Oh, bee!" You know, that kind of thing. But, like, for, like, John, it's his glasses and his hat, and Chugga, it's his hair. So, like, how do I personify NCS, you know, properly? And then I drew a few other Kirbys I'm really happy with. This is DixieCon Kirby. I saw this picture for Tropical Freeze, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to draw Kirby with DixieCon's hair. Swinging on a vine, so I did that. And then I drew Kirby with his, like, bandana, and he's holding it. He's like, what is this? And I drew Kirby with a bunny hat. I drew Kirby punching at KV, Kirby Volt. I drew Kirby holding KV's letters. I drew Kirby sleeping. I drew a triangular Kirby. I drew a backwards Kirby fighting with his sword, Link Kirby. I drew Kirby meeting a Boo. I drew Kirby playing a DS and Pit's yelling at him. It's like a mini Pit, though. I drew Kirby inhaling. I drew Kirby fighting. I drew Black Kirby. I drew Kirby everywhere, man. I was just drawing Kirby. It's just a Kirby dump, you know? It was a lot of fun, you know? And then I managed to actually kind of draw a horse at this angle that looks decent. But this part of the horse is so hard to draw. You know, the clavicle area? The clavicle area. And I don't like to draw fully realistic looking horses. I want to draw the spirit style where it looks, you're giving the horse's personification, but they still look relatively realistic, and that's so hard to do. So anyways, back to this. And I really just kind of want to... I really want to finish one of them at least. They're going to be playing a game together without mics. Going to be early TRG style. And I kind of figured out how the layout I was going to do this last night. So I'm just going to outline his arms, which are perfect. And now, let's see. How about the Wii controller? And now I need an itty bitty eraser, and I won't get that for a bit. The itty bitty details, you know. And then, you know, the eyes. Kirby has round eyes like this. I had to check real quick. The key to it is to make sure the eyes look, they're too far down. I deliberately drew his arms a little bit lower this time. You can't see what I'm doing, sorry. I deliberately drew his arms a little bit lower this time because I needed. And if you want to make sure the eyes are similar size, draw them both at the same time. So the top and the bottom. Now, Kirby always has the glare in his eyes. So I'm drawing his little cheek blushes. It's harder to draw when I'm drawing through my phone. Okay. And now for the hair. I've been kind of deciding on how to make it look streamlined instead of fluffy, which is what I usually do. And then when you draw hair, it's all about outlines and erasing your old lines, which is pretty much everything in drawing. It's all about basic shapes and outlining and Kirby doesn't normally have hair, but I'm giving this one hair because I can't really think of how to personify the Chugga one without giving him a polo shirt. And I'm not going to be doing that, because how are you going to draw a polo shirt on a circle? Like, seriously, you know what? That's another challenge. I'll do that. And then coloring this one in. You can shade if you like, but I'm probably not going to do any shading in these because it's not really something important. Again, I am sorry that I haven't really been doing a lot of content these couple of days. I've been trying really hard to get content up. In fact, my last video was like really late last night, almost around 10, because it takes about 2 hours for it to upload. And they are compressed, by the way, so. So then he's going to be looking at John and going like, why are you angry? And then NCS is going to be here. I'm going to have him looking at this bee. And, a bee? And a big thing is when you have stuff like this and you don't want your palm to get dirty, make sure you cover it up. I'm going to cover it up with my Pokemon thing here. Because left-handed artists actually have so much trouble. They even have trouble like writing because of, so too bad we're not in Japan where, they write right to left instead of left to right. But it's hard for pretty much all of us when we draw because we're going back and forth. So I had to check. Now I'm going to draw the bee. And then I'm going to end this because it's almost 10 minutes. So the bee is going to be about here. It's going to be kind of a cartoony bee. with just a head and a thorax. That looks like stink lines, actually. Lines mean a lot, and I learned that last night, that if you draw a line very sharply up, it basically means he's falling. If you're drawing it down, it means he's going, you know, up. So it's... there. Flying symbols, I think. And then, so NCS will be, his eyes will be around here, and he's going to be looking up at the B. He's going, oh, B! And then chugga, and then John is going to be angry. Like this angry. Now, angry Kirby has his eyes more at a slant. So, that's chugga Kirby. Have fun. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Make sure to check out my videos. Oh my god, apparently I met a lot of people and now they're like looking at my videos. It's like, I see myself, man, that was me playing. And I'm like, oh, cool. And they're like, did you see this guy? And I'm like, well, not really. I don't really pay attention to people when I'm recording. And they're like, oh man. And I'm like, well, you might be in the other ones. Make sure you check it out. And they're like, okay. So if you're playing on Cenarian Circle and you're in Tildersil, you might have seen me. You might see yourself in these videos. So check it out.